Chair now recognizes Mr. Perry from Pennsylvania for 5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I, like the gentleman from Texas, have some concerns about this piece of legislation. And so I'm going to be looking very keenly at the amendments. But in a general sense, I think there are ways, and I appreciate the gentlelady's effort to try to address the concerns that military and State Department spouses may have when PCS moves occur regarding their security clearances or regarding further employment during that dwell time. But I also am concerned about this. We just recently had what we call Academy Night in the district that I'm proud and privileged to represent, where we have aspiring young people, young citizens that want to attend a military academy. They come in and receive information about the process and about the force they think that they might be interested in joining. And as a person who was honored to wear the military uniform of the United States for over 3 decades, I have a conversation with them where I tell them, you're agreeing to serve. You're asking to serve. There's no draft on. No one's requiring you to do this. You're doing this because you want to. And so you have to decide if you want to serve. And you might want to be an F-35 pilot, or you might want to be a submarine commander, or fly F-18s off of an aircraft carrier. And it's great when your requirements, when your wishes, when your demands, when your hopes meet with the federal government's requirements, with the needs of the U.S. military in this case, or in the case of this bill, the State Department. When the needs of the individual marry up perfectly with the needs of the United States of America, that's a great circumstance. But sometimes and oftentimes they don't. But you wanted to serve. That's why you're here. You want to serve. And so the question is, are you going to serve or not? And if you're going to serve, service is about sacrifice. That's what service is. And the sacrifice that comes along with that is probably a PCS move. It's likely you're going to have to move. And you might not get what we call an MOS, the skill set that you desire. You might not be the infantry person that's out there, the infantryman that's out there, you know, low crawling through the jungle and eating snakes. Maybe that's what you want to do, but maybe the U.S. Army thinks that you need to be a chemical officer because that's what we need at the time. Well, you said you wanted to serve, so you're going to serve. And so my point is this: there are people that I represent, and I imagine the sponsor of the bill represents, that have to make decisions every day. They work in the private sector and they get a job opportunity. I just happen to know one of my constituents is leaving the area that I represent to go to Atlanta. He's got a job opportunity. He's going to take his family and leave. And his wife is employed, and she's going to have to get a job, or if she wants to continue work, I guess she's either going to have to decide to stay in Pennsylvania, or she's going to have to decide to go to Atlanta. I guess the point is that we all make decisions, and I'm concerned when there's a circumstance where the federal government's saying, we're going to guarantee, the taxpayer in the United States is going to guarantee you a job if you work for the federal government. That's not the way it works in the rest of the marketplace, anywhere. We all make decisions. If you want to have a family and being in the military or in the State Department no longer works for you as a person who wants to start a family or have a family, you have a family, and your PCS move doesn't work for you, I get it.
Will the gentleman yield?
We all get it. Hold on, ma'am. I want to complete my thought here. We all get it. But that's a decision that you have to make. Life changes, things change. It is not the job or the role, nor should it be, of the federal government to make sure that decisions it needs to make on behalf of the American people, on behalf of national security, on behalf of international or foreign affairs, to make sure that it works for you. That's a decision that we can't be making. We need to make the decision that is best for America, whether it's in uniform or whether it's at the State Department. And if that works out for you, that's awesome. But if it doesn't work out for you, then you've got a decision that you've got to make. We cannot fashion our decisions on national security based on the individual needs of people that signed up of their own volition for a job that they wanted to pursue, and God bless them. We're happy they want to do it. They're happy that they want to serve. We're happy that they want to sacrifice. But that's what comes with the territory. If that's not for you, We need insurance salesmen, and we need people to clean pools, and we need all kinds of things in America. That's okay.
Order one to be recognized.
With that, Matt,
Gentleman's time's
my time's expired.